Okay, so surprisingly, not a lot of people are aware of this, but AUT is confirmed to be releasing this month. This was confirmed both in Kerr's AUT trailer video and in the AUT Discord. And the month is nearly at an end, and the game is currently in beta testing as we speak. Now, unfortunately, only a select group of people were chosen. This group consisted of 100 people, let them be content creators or regular testers with past experience, but they were essentially given an opportunity to test the game in a open 24-hour window. A lot of them have been posting videos about it as well, mainly consisting of them using a stand to fight another player or a boss. Yeah, and it all looks crisp as hell. Personally, I've heard that Reaper was extremely busted, but I guess we'll get to see that for ourselves when the game opens up. Now, what should you be expecting on this release? I think first off, most importantly, you wouldn't be losing any of your data. This might be an entirely new game, however, AUT did decide to carry over your old data to the new game, which should be a relief to some players because some stands in the game are extremely difficult to get or was difficult to get. Okay, so I need to clarify something about this portion. There was recently a poll announced as of I was like recording this video. There's some talk about whether they should wipe the data, which would make the game easier to release and the game would be released earlier. However, nothing is final. It's only a talk about it. There's also talk about old stands, unobtainables being converted into stand skins instead, which I think is a pretty fair idea if you ask me. But I don't know, it's a community poll. They're doing it. Nothing is final. They may do it or they might not do it. We'll just wait and see. Anyways, moving on with the video. A lot of stands have been removed, some of them have been reworked or replaced. One really popular stand that was removed was the Zenith stand, I believe. However, stands that were removed were apparently being replaced by another stand, so I guess you're not 100% losing your stand if the stand you had was removed in the new universe update. Almost every stand or spec in the game has been completely reworked or remodeled. Kudos to the AUT development team because they did a really good job at reworking every stand and remodeling it. The game's GUI and effects have been completely reworked as well. There's a lot more detail to everything, from the damage indicator to the knives getting stuck on walls. The game seems to have a lot of gore as well, but I think there's going to be an option to toggle that off. I don't think everyone's a fan of King Crimson punching through a person and popping them up like a juice box. I mean, I doubt that anybody who squirts that much blood out would live to see another day, but JoJo logic, I guess. There are now new ways to obtain stands and items. For example, you obtain a stand arrow from a meteorite, which randomly falls across the map. Or if you're extremely rich, you can just go buy one from the shop as well. However, I believe the prices were jacked up due to the rarity of the meteorites. You can also get Saint's corpse parts from the Devil's Palm, which is also on the map. However, this is a little bit difficult because Devil's Palm does slowly kill you when you enter it, and the dig sites does not guarantee you a corpse part every time. Stand evolutions and specs have new ways to obtain them as well. One specific way being quests. I mean, there are a lot of quests, but again, some of them allow you to get your stand evolved by doing certain things. There's also stuff falling from the sky like a meteorite, allowing you to gain something or get an item that will help you evolve your stand or whatever you have. The game has new game modes as well, including 1v1s featuring a leaderboard. Now, one thing I want to talk about here is people saying that SBR is going to be in game, which is just completely untrue. Kerr only said that he was planning on adding it, but not yet. And a lot of people seem to be thinking that there is going to be an SBR mode in game because there is a Devil's Palm in game, which is again just completely untrue. Okay, those were pretty much the major things that were coming into the game. Some smaller or more trivial things like game lore was also added. Now yes, AUT did get a lore. If you want to full analysis on that, I just recommend checking out Nicolo's video on it, because he did make a pretty good video regarding the lore, and probably the only video regarding the lore. Now, those were pretty much a majority, if not every major thing that was made public to fans. Sadly, I didn't receive access to beta testing, so I can't tell you that much about the game myself or any experience that I had personally. However, there are quite a few YouTubers who did post their own experience in-game while beta testing, so you could roam around those to see how it looks for yourself, I guess. Oh yeah, and beta testing was only given to a select few people that were hand-picked, so just don't go anywhere saying tester, 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 because you are not going to receive it. Anyways, that's pretty much it for this video. One last thing though, according to YouTube, over 85% of you who watch my content are not subscribed. So hey, if you do enjoy the content, consider subscribing. With that out of the way, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.